Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and in this video I'm going to try and break down exactly what a 5k parkrun is and keeping it as simple as humanly possible, because there's loads of videos out there talking about parkruns all over the world, and at this time of year, it's in January right now, you're probably trying to figure out exactly how to get from couch to 5k, get involved in some exercise, things like that. So maybe finding your local parkrun is ideal. And if you like the video, please try to like, comment, share, subscribe. It means a bunch to me, especially the subscriptions. They're rocketing up at the moment and my videos are getting better, I promise. So if there are any other parkrun bits of information you want to look at, I provide it all. I do want to put a bit of a caveat into the video at this point, because I think when people see that it's a park run, they get a bit scared about what actually is a park run. And you don't need to run, you can go there and walk, you can go there and volunteer, you can go there and hobble around, you can juggle as you go around, you can wear a fancy dress. People do it all the time. There's no pressure on times or taking part or doing anything. If you don't even want to do it, if you just want to turn up and stand on the corner and direct people where to go, that's very much appreciated. A parkrun will never turn away volunteers, and I think that's something I just want to chuck in here because it's really, really important for parkrunners to know all over the world. It's not a race, it's purely something fun for people to do on a Saturday morning. Now, simply put, a parkrun is a pre-measured 5k around your local park. Done, finished, bye. No, I'm joking. I'll briefly talk about my first experience with parkrun. So mine was in Middlesbrough, Albert Park. I didn't know anybody there, probably a lot like you guys. I didn't know where the start line was, where the finish line was, where to park, how I could get that by public transport, where the toilets were, all these questions. I turned up, I was milling around trying to see where runners were heading, and that's exactly what you'll be doing. Maybe you've already done that, and it is a bit daunting. Everyone seems to know everybody, and I'm a little bit introverted, so I can't go out there and start speaking to people, so I just followed the crowd. And lo and behold, just under 2 years later, I've done 84 different routes. I've done 100 and something parkruns, and I love it. And I'm even making videos about it now. So what are they? Now, parkruns are led by volunteers. There's run directors and people like that, and their job is to get them set up. You don't need to worry about that. What they do is measure out a pre-selected course, and that's done with the officials from parkrun as well. Now, in terms of the actual event, you're going to start at the starting point at 9 AM in England. In Scotland, in Ireland, things like that, it might start a little bit later, around 9:30. In other countries, it starts later too, or earlier, depending on where you are. And you can find information out about that. I'll tell you at the end of the video. You go at 9, once they've done all their briefing and information like that. It's not always exactly at 9, because there's lots to get through for them, and people will arrive a bit late, so they might wait for those people too. And then you do your loop. So it's often marked out by marshals, there's cones, there's all sorts. You don't need to worry about where to go. You can follow the runners in front of you. If you're rapid, there are marshals out there offering support, telling you which direction to go. And everyone else is timing it for you. The people who run the parkruns need timers for the events to go ahead, so you don't need to worry about timing yourself. If you don't have a smartwatch or a watch that does that, or a stopwatch, that will be done for you. All you need to bring is your running kit, so what you're comfortable running in. Depending on the course, your shoes might vary, so you might have a pair of shoes that are good and grippy for when it's off-road sort of running, and you might have a pair of shoes that are better for running on the roads, and that's fine. And you also need to bring your parkrun barcode, and again we'll talk about that towards the end of the video, where you get that from and how to get one. Now, in terms of signing up for a parkrun, that's where it starts to get quite exciting. If you just go and type into Google parkrun, the first link at the top of that page will be the parkrun website. If you click in there, on the top right hand side, you can see where it says login or register, and you can register for a parkrun. Whether you're in Germany, Australia, USA, England, doesn't matter. Once you've signed up for that website, the barcode you're provided with from there will be useful all over the world. You don't need to get signed up at any other countries. It's yours for life. And then you can print that barcode directly. You can download it from the website. You'll need to find a way to print it. If you don't have a printer available, that's fine. You can also get it up on your phone when you get to the parkrun events through your emails and things like that, because that does need to get scanned for you to get your official results. So what we've got at the moment, we know what kit we need. We know how to get signed up for a parkrun. But what we don't know is, where is a parkrun? Who knows? And there's many ways to find this out. What I'd recommend is using the parkrun website. It's got lists of events on there. You can have a little look through. And there's a fantastic app called 5k. It's a little blue logo, purple blue logo. And on there, it's got also many lists of events. And when you click on to the apps and you look at the different courses and things like this, whether it's through the website or through the 5k app, you can look at different details, what types of course it is, where the starting point is, what facilities there are there toilets, is there a cafe, how to get there, can you get trains relatively close by, what's the closest tube station to it, can you drive there, is there parking, can you cycle there, what are the walking directions. It's all there for you. It's really, really useful, and it even tells you what some of the records are as well, and that kind of sets you up in kind of what you need to be doing. Is it a hilly course? You name it, it's all there. So yeah, there's not really any excuses for you in terms of not knowing what the course is like. And if you want any more detail, I'll let you into a secret. I make videos which show you some of the courses. I'm a little bit north of England biased because that's where I live, but I have done some courses internationally and in London and other parts of the country as well, so you can have a look at those and see if any of them pique your interest. Now, I've volunteered quite a few times, and some of the questions I get asked are interesting, particularly around timing. So how do I actually get my official time, things like that. So let me explain it to you because it can get a little bit complicated. I'm going to pretend I've just finished a parkrun and I came in 10th place. So I've done the run, nobody even knows I'm there yet, do they? I haven't registered, you don't have to do anything like that. And then I've crossed the finish line. As I've crossed the finish line, there's a timer there who presses an app on their phone, and that'll register that 10 people have crossed the finish line, and it keeps a score of their time. Now, when you walk down the finishing funnel, which is really important you stay within that funnel, and you must stay in order, you can't skip ahead of people, because you're going to be given a token, and the token you get has a number 10 on it. So you can start to see the token you have will match what's on that person's phone who is timing you at the event. So you've got the 10th token, that corresponds with the 10th time. With that token, you then go to what are called the barcode scanners, and those people are going to scan your personal barcode, so that you brought to you with the event. So now you've suddenly got a name attached, and they're going to scan your barcode with the number 10 on it that you were just given at the end of the finishing funnel, and puts them together. So now you've got an official time and a position, and you've got your name attached to that. And then your results get emailed to you, you can get them texted to you, and you can see those results. Now, I've tried to keep it brief. I don't want to overwhelm people with information. I'm not going to talk about parkrun tourism or volunteering or different challenges you can do related to like alphabeteers and stuff like that. You will find out more about that in the future. All I want you to do is get out there and get involved in parkrunning. I think it's fantastic. It's such a good stepping stone to more activity. And you don't even need to run. You can walk, jog, hobble around. You can juggle around. You can wear a fancy dress. You can do all sorts. There's no pressure on going there for a race. And I think sometimes people think it is who can go the fastest, and people are going to look at you and judge you, blah, 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 blah. I volunteer many a time. I can't remember a single face I've ever seen. I genuinely don't, unless they're my friends. Like, there's hundreds of people doing it, millions across the world, and nobody cares. They're just there to enjoy themselves, get out and about on a Saturday morning. That's what it's for. If you want any further details, you can look on parkrun websites. You can look at videos on my channel, and hopefully they're useful. If they are, I'd really appreciate it if you did like, comment, share, subscribe. Try to remember, this is my little sign off. One parkrun won't make you fit. A pizza won't make you fat. You just get out there, enjoy your running, and I will see you next time. Ciao.